Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Fresco of House Fresh, first of his name, Lord Commander of the Fresh Watch. You thought I forgot. Lord Commander of the Fresh Watch, motherfucking King of the North, King of the Fresh, rather. God damn, I always forget. Yeah. I'm a motherfucking champ, and I think after my people. You can follow me on Twitter at Fresco Been Famous. That's BIN Famous, and on Instagram at Fresco Fame.
And it's your boy Flaw 700, a.k.a. Flaw Claw Van Dam, a.k.a. Flaw Cigar. A.k.a. your boy, Dump Some Goy. Saki Sue, and I sock it to you.
Look at you know the words, okay?
With your
Sometimes.
You only know the words when I start. That's what I always got to find. Which don't make no sense, right? Because first of all, it's one of his favorite movies, and I sing it all the time. It's like 2 fucking bars. How you can't remember that shit?
I got other things to worry about.
Nigga.
Really? Hey, y'all. It's Kailah. I don't know. I need to come up, I guess. Killer. I guess that's my whatever thing. But yeah, hey, y'all. It's been a minute. Can I tell y'all how Flaw was fake?
Tell him. I'm tired of telling him. Hey, I'm tired of it coming from me. Tell him. What do you do?
And you, in person.
It's so crazy.
I'm at button in person. What's
Did you
up
even
with
finish your introduction? You just couldn't wait to get
No, fuck all that.
That
What do
was
you
my
do?
introduction. What's up, y'all? It's Kailah. I'm back. Hey, how y'all doing?
What do you do?
Y'all. Let me tell y'all how Flaw is fake, right? So every month I come, right? Y'all see that. I come once a month. And after we finish recording the show, we have a conversation about when am I coming the next month. We all sat in this room after whatever day that was, March whatever, because I didn't
Some
come
rainy
in
day in March.
Right, exactly. Every time I come here, it rains, by the way.
Shit.
She didn't even say what happened yet.
Exactly.
You already know what it is.
Nope. So we scheduled for a date for me to come in April, right? So the week before, I didn't hear anything because normally I get a text about what the topics of the week are around Monday, Tuesday. It's like Thursday, and I'm like, okay, hi, like, do y'all, what are the topics? And he's like, oh, damn, yo, I forgot all about you. We got guests. And it's going to be like 4 of them, so we only got but so many mics.
Man.
And I'm like, really, dog? So, but then it gets better, right? So I'm like, all right, cool.
Bullshit.
No, the bullshit is coming.
Oh.
So then, so I hit him up like the following week, and because I didn't hear shit, he didn't bother to even reschedule a date right then and there.
He just said, nah, we can't accommodate you. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. So I ain't hear shit. So then I text him one day like, is this your way of letting me know I'm not on the show anymore? Like, is this your passive aggressive approach? So what are we? Like, this is the what are we question.
Are we done or?
Like, at me, let me know. So he was like, oh, my fault, Joe. I ain't mean it like that. Blah, blah, blah. And then we scheduled for me to come today. Because May is my birthday month, best month of the year. So I'm kind of booked and busy all the other Sundays of the month. But thankfully,
Your birthday coming up real soon, right?
May 17th.
Oh, that's my brother's birthday, too.
Best day ever.
Peak
Happy
game,
birthday,
though.
brother.
Peep game, though. Get your disrespect out before I become president. Because when I become president,
You're not becoming president.
no disrespect will be allowed.
First, you could be senator.
Nah.
What about freedom of speech? What's up with that? So you taking away my rights? You're getting impeached if you
It's
become
not
president.
about-
Impeached. He shouldn't even be fucking become president before. Why would you still vote for him after he said some shit like that?
It's not about freedom of speech, but it's also about respect. To respect your future sitting president.
Debatable.
So with that being said, before we get into what we came to get into, let's talk about our week. So Kailah, you want to go first since you ain't been here?
Yeah, since I'm like chopped liver.
What's up, Kailah? I missed you. You feel
Thank
me?
you. Somebody cares.
Oh my goodness.
Don't nobody care. Fresco cares.
Got
sometimes.
butter the biscuits, man.
'Cause you be wilding all the time. Sometimes you don't give a fuck.
Always wilding.
Right. But my week was good. Regular stuff, working. I'm actually trying to get a better position, make more money. And thankfully, a couple opportunities have opened up at my organization. So I'm going to try to finesse that. Working, living. I'm here. My birthday's May 17th.
How much water you drank today?
Oh, I didn't have shit. This is my first water.
Oh,
all
you
day.
slipping, homie.
I'm wilding. But, I mean, it's the weekend. Sometimes you can wild out. Because me not drinking a gallon a day is wilding out. Like,
I honestly do my best work at work.
I do.
Weekends, I be tripping. Like, so I do get what you mean.
because during the week it's like that routine.
Yeah, right.
I'm at
On the
work.
weekend, it's like, man, I'm not waking up till 9.
Right,
Well,
exactly.
me, I wake up at the same time every fucking day, but
Yeah,
still,
I'll be up
I
at
get
like
it though.
6 a.m. Yeah. So working life. Birthday coming up. That's it.
Slit.
How about y'all?
My week was pretty cool. Finished work and shit, regular shit, you know. Saw Avengers again.
I'm fake. I haven't seen it yet. But
You about
I
to
don't
get-
care if y'all talk about it.
Oh, it was too late anyway. 'Cause, yeah, it was bound to happen. Listen, speaking of which, before I finish my week, I just want people to understand something. As far as spoilers go,
No one cares.
if there's a huge movie that opens up, such as Avengers, right, and you ain't seen that shit by opening weekend, I think you asked out. I think you asked the fuck out. Says at that point, too many people have seen it to not talk about it for the one or two that have not. Fuck you. Fuck you waiting for? Like, you just better figure it out on how you can not run into any information in regards to it, because after the first 3 days of a big box office smash like Avengers, and you ain't seen it, you going to catch this information, my nigga. It's too late. But anyway, saw Avengers again, hanging out with my kid. Regular stuff, man. Just being real chill. Game of Thrones, still my shit. I'm going to get into that in a little bit as we go forward, but still my shit. It's an amazing fucking show. Battle of Winterfell was great, although I didn't expect it to go that way. I still appreciated it, so it's all good.
Sorry, speaking of that, I watched the episode of Game of Thrones for the first time.
Wow.
Which one did you watch, though?
The one where the girl stuck the Iceman.
You can't watch that.
That was the first episode you watched? Kayla, get the fuck out of here.
But she apparently did something important. So
It's no point in sitting here explaining it to you because
All
you
you
don't
know
understand
is-
the importance
no,
of it.
I did get some backdrop of like different storylines. Somebody did actually sit down with me and talk to me. I know it's not
And
the same as sitting.
how long of the process of them explaining into you the different backgrounds of stories did it take that person?
Probably like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's not long enough.
But I mean, I have the gist of the
not
base
long enough.
of the basic shit. So
I'll be honest with you. Last week's episode, you didn't need a backstory. You just knew that it was some people versus some dead people.
Yeah.
And basically good versus bad. So I get people who just watched that episode. Like I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and he said that was the first episode he watched.
Yeah, that was my first episode.
And they said
it was cool.
And they said Jon Snow is pussy. They said Jon Snow.
It reminded me of like a snippet of like 300 or something. I was like, oh,
Right,
okay, I
right.
see
You
why
don't
people
need
like
no
this.
backstory to watch that one because the people who did. But listen, the people who
300
did.
is a movie.
But listen, the people who did watch the Game of Thrones since the beginning, they kind of was like let
They were
down.
invested in.
They
Oh,
was
I
kind
did
of
see
let
that.
down because it was just like, yo, we waited 8 seasons.
The
We waited
season
8
8.
seasons for this to happen, and you kill them in 60 minutes. So I get it, but
It was 82 minutes.
yeah, but they didn't start
You know,
fighting
extra
the whole.
22.
As soon as the show came on, they were
That's
still
true.
preparing to die.
That's true.
I think it was like 50 something minutes total.
I thought it was cool.
I thought it was dope. Even though you might, like the White Walker ain't get a one-on-one, I guess when people think, and I think that the Game of Thrones has shown us that don't expect it. Like
Right.
Joffrey, I thought somebody from, I
Would
thought
chop
Jon
his
Snow
fucking
was
head
going to
off,
do
right?
it. Turns out it wasn't. Like everybody's death didn't come at the hands of who I thought it should come at. So
Right.
the Game of Thrones has showed you don't expect the expected. Expect the unexpected.
That's true.
So shout out to Arya.
But I did want John to get that one-on-one with the Night King, though. But I guess when you can raise niggas from the dead, nigga, I ain't fighting, dude. Let's fight these a million dead niggas real quick before
I
you
was
even
like,
get
oh shit, even the people in the crypt
I mean,
and the women
right.
and children.
Jon
Right.
Snow ran up on him. He just saying
John-
he
He tried to get that fade. Nigga was scared of that fade, man. But then again, if I got an army of niggas I could just raise up with the fucking lift of my hands, I mean, I'm not
That's
fighting
a
nobody
fact.
neither.
Why would I fight anybody if I do not have to?
Look at this nigga trying to charge me. You know what? Oh shit! Look at all these dead niggas around me. Whoop. Yeah, have fun, nigga.
Yeah. My week. I didn't have a week. My week was just is what it
You
was.
did have a week
You know, I
because
have
you're
a week.
alive and
Nah.
here
It might
right
have been.
now.
It might have been a trash week, but it was a week.
You're gonna stop disrespecting your future president. Let me get my bars off.
I don't know what you're talking
Let
about.
me get my bars off. My week was cool. I didn't really do but same old work. Still running my business, the Pod Express. Choo choo. We doing our thing. And I was just like down on my energy until today, actually, when I walked into Starbucks to set up my equipment. Shout out to Social Gibberish. They did not record today, so I was just in here chilling, and I got wild business cards. Wild people came in here to talk to me about what we got going on. we might got some future ventures set up, man. They talking about football. If you can look at the flyer that I got down there, man, they might
want us to announce the game.
do something.
Oh, that
I'll call
I'm
it.
like, where's the flyer?
Do something like everybody's creating like you seen Will Foskey in here. Like,
Yeah,
so,
shout out to Will Foskey, man. He came in here and dropped some business gems on us real quick before he made his early departure. But that's the homie. He was on the early episodes when he first got started.
episode
too.
9 to 10.
Yeah.
So the whole time he was in here, we just talking about business moves, and it just boosted my energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I came in here like, yo, I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to do nothing. I'm just out of it. Nothing happened. It's just one of them days where you just like,
And it's raining. That don't help.
I'm gonna go sit in the corner.
Oh,
Just look at the wall. I don't know. You never had one of them days?
I have.
Hell
I
yeah.
definitely
Okay.
have. Yeah.
And I just didn't know how I was going to do this episode. But just having all these conversations about everybody so intrigued about what we doing here, it just boosted my energy. And now we here doing this. So we might got some things lined up for y'all. Also,
Give it to me.
thebrothersPod.com is back. Jack.
Event, fresh.
It is. I was like, okay, they got a little facelift. I like
Little
that.
A little bit.
It's fire.
And I looked at it on the computer too, and it looks good on the computer
good
too.
on
That I haven't done yet. I looked at it from my phone. I'm going to look at it from my computer later.
Yeah.
So with that being said, visit thebrothersPod.com.
Subscribe.
And subscribe.
Yeah.
When you subscribe, you get put in the runnings of winning the sneakers
On
that we will
episode
give away
150.
for $150.
So is it the retro force that's on that picture?
No.
No. We were just showing an
I
example
didn't
that
say
he be
you
getting
didn't
them.
win the
Just
retro force.
clarification because
Them
just,
shit's not going to last till episode 150. Them shits is going to be so completely the fuck out by the time that
That's
episode
another
even roll
thing.
around.
People might not even want those come 150. That's the thing. Like they the hot things now. But come August, I think that's when we doing the giveaway.
Yeah.
Some fire, something else might be out.
Okay.
But whatever it is that the sneakerhead OG gets his hands on, which is whatever is hot at the time,
That's
is
what
what
the
we will
price
be
is.
giving away.
valid. Because I was like, oh, okay, that's the price.
No.
I like retro force.
One more thing that I want to discuss with y'all, and I waited to discuss with my partners in crime. We actually have the option to have a members only page on the website.
Like a Patreon, kind of, sort of. Like
Well-
people have to pay for it.
Well, it depends on what type of entertainment will we have on there. Like we talked
That's
about
like exclusive.
exclusive. Like only the members can get in.
We're basically in the creative stage of creating the content to be able to provide to the members only page. You know what I'm saying? It's an option to have as far as expanding the brand goes and keeping it going. We just have to get basically the content, the creative content on a normal basis to be able to provide on the website so that, you know what I'm saying, people get their money's worth and it's just not once a week like we do the show.
Yeah.
It could definitely be another episode. It could definitely be video. It could be the podcast Brothers After Dark, like we discussed. It could be a site where just the members get discounts on the merch. It could be anything. You know? So
No,
we have
people love discounts.
people love discounts and people like being a part of something. You the members, it's members only, man. Only members only in here,
Gotta be
man.
Letterman
Podcast
jackets.
members only flight jackets coming soon.
I want a
feel me?
Letterman jacket.
We'll record 90-minute episodes, but put the last 30 on the members only. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to hear the rest of this episode, the fuck is you doing, which what people come for, the fresher fiascos or topics like that, you gotta be a members only fan.
Maybe we'll pull that from the show completely and leave that shit on a
fuck is you
members
doing?
only page and just do our regular comments or regular topics and leave it at that and then leave everything else on the members only joint. Ideas.
Scratch his chin.
But yeah, we definitely going to get that popping. TheBrothersPod.com. So with that being said, last week, me and my brother, we on the fly, because that's what we do. This wasn't discussed. But we decided to run for president. Why? Because we can.
Gotta add that in there.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, I don't have the numbers.
He lost.
Because I was no.
Wow.
That's a loser's remark. Yeah, I don't have the numbers, but we're still doing good. Nah, nigga, y'all losing profit, nigga.
On Facebook, the floor is being mopped with your boy.
Oops.
Pause if needed. No,
There wasn't no
Kayla said oops, so I just jumped
No,
out the
like you're
window.
losing, like really
Yeah,
bad.
I am.
She was agreeing with you.
I am. On Facebook, I'm losing. That's cool. But on Twitter, your boy is pulling in the same percentage as Fresco. The
That's not true.
The issue.
What are the numbers? I know.
That's not true.
I think you're up 70
70. It was like 73-22, something like that.
70
on Twitter?
On Facebook.
On Facebook. Okay,
You're
yeah,
up
yeah, yeah.
73% to whatever 28 or 26, whatever it is. I'm not a matician. A mathematician.
I'm not a matician.
Granddad.
What the fuck is that?
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm not a matician.
So funny.
You work on cars, nigga? What the fuck is that?
I don't know what those is. But
I
anyways,
want one though, but not right now.
Starbucks throwing us something for free. Shout out to
Right,
Starbucks
can I get
with
a
the
shot or
complimentary
whatever?
samples, man.
but on Twitter, your boy is up 74 to 24, I believe.
So, yep, deal
26,
breaker. There needs to be a
74 to
tiebreaker.
26. So
can I interject real quick before you go?
talk about it. What you want to
All
do?
right, cool. So here's the difference, right? And here's why I'm still winning. Because the amount of votes that he received on Twitter was like 15 people may have voted, 20 people may have voted. 17 people voted for him on Twitter. On a Facebook poll, which is the poll that I'm winning, like 110, 120 votes were thrown in there.
But here's the thing, though.
So if you take the votes that you got if you take the poll from Twitter and apply it to the Facebook one, or even vice versa, and you split those votes up for you and me, I'm still winning.
I hear you, but listen, this is my reply to that.
All right.
That's like saying when you run for president, the person that wins California automatically becomes the president. It doesn't matter how big the state you in. I got a state. I'm in the race. You don't automatically win because you won the bigger state.
I mean, you get more votes from the biggest
Hillary
states because
Clinton,
more people, but okay.
Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, correct?
I
So we're
think
not talking about how many votes individually. I won on a platform. You won on a platform. Now let's take this platform to Instagram.
The tiebreaker.
The tiebreaker. That's. I knew you was going to say that, and at the end of the day, that's how this works. I'm sorry. If it was the popular vote, Hillary Clinton would be president.
I mean, you're right as far as the actual structure of votes goes, but I'm also right to say that if you added your Twitter votes to the Facebook votes or vice versa, I'd still be winning.
That's right. Like, you are correct. You've seen that. We've seen that.
I'm going to throw this nigga a bone because I know if it was the other way around, he wouldn't be trying to hear that shit. But that's all good.
But we've seen that, right?
I'm going to throw this nigga a motherfucking bone.
Either the 45 haters or which they have a right to hate, the 45 haters or the Hillary Clinton supporters will tell you when he first got elected, like, yo, you lost by a few mil on the popular vote. Like, we need to do a whole restructure of the electoral college vote. Mm-hmm. So everybody has their argument where the people actually did vote for Hillary, but the way it's structured, it allowed 45 to win.
Oh, shit.
So with the way that it's structured, I'm still in it. So with that being said,
Oops.
Kailah, do us a favor. You are the woman in the middle. Just ask us.
You're the moderator.
Thank you. You was always smarter.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all annoying.
Brothers,
for real.
Just ask us, if we were to become president, what will we give to the American people?
Okay. So since you proposed the question, I'll ask the opposition first. If you were to become president, Mr. Fresco, what's your name?
What's my what?
Right?
I'm sorry, America. I'm high.
The first of your class, the first of your school, whatever that is. Game of Thrones thing.
Oh, yeah. First, Sir Fresco of House Fresh.
How
all
would
that shit.
If you were to become president, Mr. House of Fresh, how would you
you trying to make him
benefit the
sound
American
cool?
people?
All right.
Well, Caleb, I have to answer that question this way. If the American people were to vote for me, I would make life easier. And the way that I would make life easier is to provide. The key word here is provide the American people with not only free healthcare, but as well free daycare. And I give those things to the American people because as an American myself, coming from the extremes that I've come from, I understand how extremely hard it is and difficult that it is for people to be able to afford both things easily. Now, all of these things will be provided to you at top of the line basis. I heard someone say that, well, everything that's free is not good. Let me stop you right there. That is not true because everyone involved in this program will be professional and the top of their class, and the funding will come from a private sector of the government, drug money, that will not
Pharmaceuticals, wait a minute now. Pharmaceutical companies, that's legit. Continue.
Yes, it is. And it will not. And may I also add that with this being free, that the taxpayers' dollars will not go up. So, working your 40 hours a week, minus daycare and healthcare, extra money in your pocket to live the life that you want. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is the American dream.
Okay, thank you for that, Mr. House of Fresh. Now, Mr. Van Dam. No hecklers. Mr. Van Dam, if you were to be appointed the next president of these states that are quote unquote united, how would you serve the American people best?
I will be the president of the people. How you ask? By answering their prayers. All I've ever heard was the American people complain about why isn't it Friday yet? Why isn't it Friday yet? It's Tuesday. Why isn't tomorrow Friday? It's Monday. Why isn't tomorrow Friday? I've never, in my 35 years of living,
It's a long time,
on this planet, experience
It's a couple decades.
people. I've
We're decades
never
after long.
heard the American people complain about health insurance.
Fuck
Not
you,
as
man.
much as I've heard them complain about
heckling.
the long work week hours. Long work week, people. Let's talk about it. 40 hours every day, Monday through Friday. You have to get up out your bed. The alarm goes off and it blows your mind. And you got to go up and make money for somebody else. No time for yourself. Now, let's say you do have children. Let's say you don't, but let's talk about you do have children, right? Yes, you're paying for daycare, but you knew that when the baby was coming.
Talk about it. I'm sorry.
Let's not act like daycare is, oh my God, we got to pay for daycare. All of that goes into play when old girl gets pregnant. We got to pay for some things. I'm just saying. Let's not act like daycare is a shocker. Can you imagine a Friday or a Monday, depending on what your employer chooses to give you? Because you will have 3-day weekends. Friday, you drop the baby or babies off the daycare in school and you have a free day. A free day. Now, do whatever you want with that day. Hit the mall or just lay around. Hit the gym, whatever. Look at what you don't have time for because you got kids. You don't have free time for yourself because you have kids, because you're working. And as soon as you drop the kids off, you go to work. And as soon as you get off of work, you got to pick the kids up. I'm giving you, the American people, one free day to yourself and to still make enough money to provide for your household. Vote for me if you want 30-hour work weeks and a 3-day weekend with the same pay that you are receiving now. And shout out, because I'm on my phone on Instagram Live, shout out to those who just went to the site. I get a notification when everybody goes to the website. So shout out to you, whoever you are. Make sure you subscribe.
Period.
Vote for me.
How you just going? You know what? Never mind.
No.
I'm gonna let the motherfucker dig his own grave.
What did I say?
That's nothing. I ain't nothing. Everything you said was perfectly fine.
It damn sure was.
Everything you said was perfectly fine.
What, the kids, you know you got kids coming, so like it is what it is. Or your grandma.
That doesn't sound like a man of a people would say something like that.
I'm just,
You know what it was when you had kids.
I mean,
I'm telling people to be accountable though. Like don't act like
People are being accountable by taking their kids to daycare and still doing what they do to handle the
And not
responsibilities. Now, if they, first of all, motherfuckers gonna have a free day and they gonna want to do something with their kids.
No. That's what Saturday's for.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's what Saturday's
are for. Okay.
Yeah.
day off could be an errand
right.
day.
Errands.
But the only thing
Who the fuck wants to do that? Nobody wants to do that.
No one wants to do it, but they do it. I do it all the time. Sometimes I'll call out of work so that I can do stuff.
Because you don't have time. Thank you. Because I don't.
It's not the end of
Say
the
no
world.
more. Say no more.
However, I
certainly not
must
the end of
ask
the
one
world.
question. So you said that everybody would have 4-day work weeks. So you said but the kids are going to school 5 days a week. So if everybody has off
What the teachers? If the teachers are off, right? Where the fuck are the kids gonna be at school?
That's my only interjection.
I mean,
But I digress. Next topic. I'm sorry. I'm a deep thinker.
Wait a minute.
That was next level critical
Wait a minute.
thinking
All right, we
right
need the
there.
answers to that fucking question. We need the answer to that.
That was
Ain't no nurses at school. Ain't no teachers at school. Ain't no lunch aides.
that's just next level thinking.
So let's get into the topics that we have today. So I'm going to start it off like this. Does compliments boost your confidence? I forgot where I got this from.
Probably Facebook.
Pat myself on the back for coming up with these topics early in the week. Normally I'm stressing my brain out for topics. But I thought about this. You know what I mean? Like, do compliments boost your confidence? Meaning, it could be your own thinking. You could just be real hard on yourself and somebody can come and say, hey, yo, you look good today. You might not want to hear it.
Ooh, girl, you looking good.
Really?
Ooh, girl, you look
my
good.
hair's a mess. Oh my gosh.
Or it could be what you complimenting on, right? Mm-hmm. Or it could be a certain individual who compliments you. Could just be that person. So what are we talking about here? And even though no answer is going to be the right one because it depends on us sitting at this table, and who you are, but does a compliment boost your confidence?
Sure, of course. Especially if it comes from somebody I like.
I was going to ask, is that the key? Like, doesn't matter who it comes from, but
it depends on what's specifically said. Because sometimes people are like, oh, you look good. Oh, okay, thanks. But then, oh, yeah, baby, you fine as fuck.
Wait a minute, pause, because
blah,
you made me think of something. Are you tired of the lip compliments?
Yes. I was going to say, I was thinking
that, yeah.
So, like, yes, I get it. They're big, they're cute, they're there. All right. And to me, a lot of times when people compliment me on my lips, especially if it's coming from a guy, that shows me what they're paying attention to and what's on their mind. So that's like an immediate turnoff.
I can get with that.
There was this compliment that I used to get a long time ago, right? And nobody would compliment me. They would just say, you know, you are a great father. And that would turn the women on, like make them want to get with me. But to me, it was like, it bothers me because I'm not doing this for compliments. But that was like the compliment that I would get. Mm-hmm. They weren't saying, damn, randomly, you just a handsome guy. Like, they weren't doing that. Not saying that I wasn't.
You a good dad, but
maybe
you a good dad, but you a ugly motherfucker.
But that compliment used to bother me. It's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what about everything else? Like, I'm not doing that for y'all attention. I'm not doing that for nobody to say, hey, you are a good dad. I'm doing that, but at the end of the day, I wanted something for myself, and I don't think that I was getting that. So I kind of get what you're saying about, yes, I might got nice lips or I might got whatever, but that's just not the compliment that I want to hear. Yeah. So maybe it's
you don't get complimented on your buffness.
Look at his arm.
I'll be honest with you. I think that a lot of people are afraid to speak to me in that manner. Like, they either think I got something. Nah, for real.
Punch him in the mouth.
No. It might
my what? No.
It might be my facial expressions. I might have this look on my face.
That's probably it. Honestly.
Resting fucking face.
Yeah.
That's why my son be throwing you shades sometimes.
But I can't help the way I look, man. Yep. I can't help the way I look. That's just the way I am. Might be the eyebrows. It might just be something, or I might just be in a deep thought. But no, I don't think I get as much as I think I should. But then that's again, how much compliments do you think you should get?
Right.
Like, if I post my workout video, they might say, yo, looking good or something like that, or I see the gains. But if I'm just standing there, nobody's going to be like, oh my God, like, look at you, boom. For example, like Nina Torres. She won't say, and Flaw, she'll say,
like, is this nigga a trainer or a podcaster? Right.
That's some hating ass shit.
Instead of just saying, yo, you doing your thing, right?
Or
whatever the fuck you doing.
Right, exactly. Like, you look good in what you got on. Instead, they be like, they try to clown it as a joke.
Haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potato.
But I know how Nina Torres is. So that's
joking.
That's right. So that's her compliment. So at the end of the day, does a compliment boost my confidence? Maybe, I don't know, because I think it's a me thing too. Like, for me, example, I get told that I look great sometimes, but I'm just like, nah, I need to go work out more. I need to go do more. So
honestly,
I'm a more type of person.
Compliments are cool, but I won't say that they boost my confidence because, to be honest with you, half of the shit I get complimented on, I already fucking knew. To be honest with you.
Okay.
I already knew. So I like clothes. I like to get dressed and shit. And I'm not the type of nigga to take a picture every time I get dressed and post it on Instagram. Like, I can give a fuck about that. I knew I was fresh when I walked out the door. I knew that.
Nigga's name is Fresco.
Yeah, I knew I was fresh when I walked out the door. So I get compliments on my style of dress or whatever, or a particular piece of clothing that I might have. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, was that the iPhone?
Sure enough. But I get compliments from males sometimes, from females in regards to, yo, bro, them some dope kicks, or yo, I like that hat and stuff like that. And I knew that. That's why I fucking bought it. But still, I don't say that. That's not my reaction to it. I'm like, yo, good look, bro. Listen, it was at Lids, $25 for you buy two, you get another one free or whatever like that. But that's really about it, man. Honestly, everything else is. I don't really do superficial stuff, so it don't really make me feel like, oh shit, Shorty said I got swag. Let me go shop it real quick to get the same shirt again. So make sure I can keep getting these compliments.
So it's about what you think.
Yeah, I'm way more into what I think as opposed to what other people think. So I appreciate them and I'll accept them, but at the same time, it don't make or break my thinking or the way I look at myself.
Right. I don't know. I just brought that up. Just thought about like compliments. Is it based on who it comes from, majority? Or does it matter, like, I need that compliment? But it really depends on.
I think if you reaching for a compliment or if you expecting compliments, then you something's not off. Something's off within you. Like,
why are you going
so hard for people to pay attention to you or to provide you this compliment that you think you deserve? Motherfucker, I don't think you deserve it. So I ain't giving it to you. So I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Or I refuse to stroke your ego.
Right.
Like, I know you're fishing for attention and compliments. Like, nah.
Okay,
Right.
so we already know what I don't like to be complimented on, what you don't like to be complimented on. What don't you like to be complimented on, though?
Compliment me all over. I don't give a shit.
Oh, so
Oh, my God.
there's nothing you be like, come on, fam. Like,
I mean, excessive compliments. Like, don't give me the same. I can't take the same compliment over and over from the same person. Like, I would fucking, hey, man, I get it, baby. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you with the Martin eyes. Thank you.
so what do you want to be complimented on? Like, if there was something that somebody can go to the well, or different people, like, because you'll walk somewhere, you'll be somewhere, and you can be no matter what state you're in, because you like to travel. But no matter where you go, somebody will mention Kailah's lips, right? And it bothers you.
Right.
But no matter what state you go to, no matter where you from, no matter where you at, what compliment would you take?
Probably something like with me either doing like podcasting on my website, because it's easy to just look at me and say, oh, you're beautiful. I like your hair. I like your lips. But if you actually care more about what I look like and like what I actually have going on, that shows that you might kind of care a little bit more. Like you're just looking past what I look like. Like, so if anybody complimenting me like, oh, I see you doing podcasting, or I see what you're doing in the community with like my line of work, or I see your website. You know, I clicked on the link. I like the way your website looks. I read your articles. Your articles are dope. Like, I like those type of compliments more.
I think you might
appreciate them more.
Yeah. I think you'll win big points with me if you compliment me on what I'm doing.
Because it's like, oh, you actually you didn't just scroll past my picture and double tap it. You're clicking on stuff. You're looking through stuff.
Do you wear? I don't mean to keep talking about your lips. But do you wear like products, like anything?
Lip gloss is popping.
So maybe that's it too. Because like, let's say you were a woman who always took care or did special things with her lips, lipstick, lip gloss, or something like that. A compliment might suit you then because you're actually.
Or if it's like I do lipstick, or I'm a makeup artist, and I. Like
and then they compliment.
Like,
and
that's
then
my focal point.
Then
that's different.
So I definitely get it because right. So for me, if I'm doing this podcast thing, or if I'm in the gym, a compliment on what I'm doing would actually, you know what I mean, boost my confidence. Yeah. Like, that would boost my confidence.
Well, I would prefer. What was the first question? What don't you like to get complimented on? And the second one was, what do you like to get complimented on?
What would you want to get complimented on? Just if random people was to compliment you on one thing, what would you?
Oh, random people.
Random people, so you know it's real.
I don't know about random people, honestly.
If somebody, we in Starbucks, and if you went out there to get a latte,
random people can only compliment you on what they see.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I mean, they could have took the time to like look.
How? If a motherfucker just walked in here right now, and
or
they
it don't
the
have
time
to be
to
just
look?
here. It could be like on
anywhere.
Online.
But if I want to walk out there and get a latte, and somebody say, "Yo, look at your arms, yo, I see you putting in work," that's something that I'm working on personally. So if somebody can look at you and give you a compliment every day based on what you're putting in work for, would that be a good compliment?
Honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't care for compliments from randoms. I would much rather listen. Check me out. What I would like to be complimented on from people that I know is the way that I process thoughts and the way that I go about handling situations. That's what I would like to be complimented on. I can't say what I would prefer somebody to compliment me on. If anything, this is probably be the same shit that I get compliments on anyway. It's my style of dress or the way I present myself. But what I would like to be complimented on is how I'm able to process scenarios before jumping off the ledge. I think motherfuckers take that shit for granted because I could have just walked up to you and slapped the shit out you. But before I did that, I wanted to make sure all the checks was marked off on the checklist before I got to that part. You know what I'm saying? So
one thing, I just got one question to ask. If you started doing push-ups and your shoulders...
I did 75 this morning, nigga.
And what if somebody noticed it by looking at you? You wouldn't like that.
I mean, yeah, I would.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess. What the fuck? Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm saying I wouldn't mind hearing it all the time. Like if I'm putting in work behind closed doors, and when I come out to the people and they compliment me on what I'm working,
you knew I did push-ups this morning. You looking at my biceps?
No, I don't.
You see him? You see him flexing?
You see him, right?
Hold on. Look at me right there in the video, real quick. Though. Look at that. The cuts. The people gonna see it. It don't matter what the fuck y'all think.
I don't think they can see.
I just said I don't care from randoms, right?
Right, and then random people. Look at me.
That's why I'm asking him because I know what it is. If somebody's walked up to him, okay, your chest and got like 2 inches bigger. Pause. Three. Okay, whatever. 3. But that's what I'm saying. It's like if you putting in work behind the scenes and people acknowledge it, I think we'll all fall for that because that's what we want. But if you just walk up to them and be like, "Yo, I like whatever," it's just like, okay, I don't. Like I said, my whole thing was, don't let your first conversation with me be, "Yo, I think you a dope dad," because you're really not saying nothing about me personally. Like, I want a personal compliment.
But that could be personal because maybe what if that person never saw positive father examples in your life, and it's like, damn, yo, that's really cool. That's what's up. And
it could be great, but as selfish as I am when it comes to that, I just want something. But that's like you, Kailah. If you got a set of 4 lips, and that's what people see, don't get mad when people say Kailah got a nice set of lips.
All right, but it's like that's cool, but then it's niggas just be taking it to a whole nother level.
Give me an example.
All right, well,
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, all right.
But you know how guys.
We all know where lip compliments go. Come on. Come on. Stop joshing.
Joshing? What's joshing?
Stop joshing around.
I don't know what that is.
Old as hell, man.
Jesus. What joshing is?
I don't know if that is.
Whoa. You know what that is?
Yes.
Everybody know what that is, man. Everybody's heard that phrase once or twice in time.
An update on the sex offenders list. I saw this on Facebook now. And a young lady made a post and she said, y'all niggas that be randomly calling women via Facebook Messenger need to be added to the sexless offenders list.
What?
And I was just like, she might be reaching. Let's have the conversation. Because social media has made it to where we can just enter your life, your privacy.
Wait, how is somebody calling you on Facebook Messenger? Don't you got to be friends with them?
Nah, you don't. If you go to send somebody a message, you can FaceTime. Anybody. You can FaceTime them. Like,
I thought you could be a friend friends with them in order for them.
Let's say you are Facebook friends.
Somebody, you know the motherfucker.
Right. Somebody will send you a Facebook friend request. That don't mean they're gonna speak to you.
Right.
And then Wednesday, 10 o'clock, they call you.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Right. They just
some person did some person on Facebook that I don't really know.
You don't know.
Right.
Like you don't know. Like what you got 900 friends. You
honestly,
don't know.
I'm not mad at the thought. I'm not mad at the thought. I'm not mad at her for saying that. I understand why she would say that. You shouldn't just be randomly calling people, bro. What the fuck did you call her for?
But I felt
offended the other day, right? I got a DM from this chick, this fucking one of them premium joints. Hey, are you following my website? No.
Oh.
Well, would you like to be invited to a sexy live show? Nah, no thank you, baby. I'm good. She ain't say thank you or I get it or nothing. She just let me on read and shit. I'm like, no, girl, no. Get the fuck out of here. I heard to the sex offenders list.
Now,
so is this girl just saying somebody just called you and that's it? Like that's
what, just one call? Maybe not. But if it's excessive call, maybe like that's more stalking than sex offender.
Yeah, because
I hear what y'all saying, and I didn't agree with what she said. But what I do think we need to do is start labeling these things as something.
Yeah, like why the fuck are you calling?
Because if you just say
that's stalking.
If you just say, yeah, but we got to make it stick though. Like what the stalking? Like that don't sound spicy, right?
Man, listen, it depends on the level because it's levels to everything, especially stalking. It's the type I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna look. I got your notifications hooked up, so every time you post, I see it or I get the alert.
But I do get.
And then you got the stalking, whereas I see you. I'm waiting outside of my car while you walk into Starbucks every morning before you go to work. Like,
right.
I do get what you're saying because to be on the sex offenders list, a phone call shouldn't get you there.
Yeah.
But it should label you as something. You can't just randomly call somebody because at the end of the day, you would have to give your number out for somebody to call you.
Yeah,
And
so the fact you got my number.
the fact that
Well, what if let's say that I'm gonna play the attorney.
advocate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say we can make the argument that nowadays even becoming friends on social media creates that communication. It opens up those lines of communication. So let's say that adding. But can we make the argument that adding someone on social media is nowadays almost equivalent to exchanging numbers?
No, and
You
that's
get
why
the same form of contact. I get more contact from you from getting you on social media than your phone number.
Actually, when I meet guys, I prefer to give them like my Instagram versus my number.
But you're giving them more by giving them your Instagram
they
than you are your
see
phone
me.
for your phone number.
Yeah.
right. So they be like, "No, send me a pic."
Yeah, well, I met her.
They're
She
all
told me to follow on
Instagram.
Instagram, so I ain't have her number, so I called her.
Instagram could be a phone call, FaceTime.
You can definitely
Message.
do that on Instagram.
Yeah, you can do
Damn.
all of
You
that.
can do it on all of it. But damn.
So Fresco is right. You get more by giving them your social
So if you
media.
didn't want him entering your life, man, why'd you follow? Why'd
You
allow
might
him to
be
follow
better
him on
off
social
giving somebody
media?
your number.
Phone, yeah.
That's so crazy.
You better off giving somebody your phone number.
I never even thought
Follow
about
me
it
on
like
Facebook. Now niggas see your mom, your kids,
Your whole
fucking
family.
cousins. When you was out on vacation 12 years ago, like, the whole
That.
shit.
That's so much.
The whole
I
shit.
never even thought about that.
That's why we having this conversation.
Oh,
But
yes.
but I do get what
Damn.
y'all saying about calling
crazy.
somebody and a sex offender might be pushing it. Now, as far as just randomly sending somebody some graphic pictures.
Yeah, that's like, all right, I'm calling your probation officer.
Now,
Going to jail.
now that, but I just think that we're allowed to get away with some of these things. That's why we're doing it, because we're not actually labeling or calling people out. We just hit the block button, or we just tell our friends, about,
Period.
yo, this person. I got a text message last night, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and it was crazy.
Oh.
It's from a number I don't know. And
Right, that got deleted. I just want to text you when you delete these.
No.
shit,
I don't know this person because the message that they sent me was crazy, and none of my friends talk to me like this.
It was a threat.
Now, you know how Facebook, I mean, not Facebook, but iMessage will tell you who they think it is.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So this is what happened to me. 10:42 last night, somebody says, I'm trying to discreetly
fuck?
suck some bang tonight.
Ooh.
So I woke up like 12:30. I'm like, who is this? This is D. I thought this was J. Siri says the person that's texting me is J. Whatever. I don't reply to this. I don't know
Right.
who this person is.
Who is Jay?
Block that nigga, bro. ASAP. Or that woman, whoever the fuck.
Whoever this is.
Right.
Whoever this is.
It's a lot going on right there. I'd be like, yo, I'd have had that. You read that at what, 12:30 in the morning?
12:30.
I'd have been like, what the fuck? Nigga, is this what I think it say? Get the fuck out of here.
So at the end of the day, I'm horribly confused about what this message is saying. But at the
Trying
same
to discreetly suck some dick.
I've never.
Discreet. They a classy hoe, whoever that is.
That's definitely that's a dude, yo. That's gay. No
I think
woman.
it is.
No
I think
woman
that's
say
a dude.
discreetly.
she
Sucking them.
might be a classy sex worker. You know?
Yeah, but I don't recognize this number at all. And who
Fuck
even
that.
has this? Might be a fake number though. And I'm like, what area code is 347? I don't know.
New York
I think
New York?
Is it
or
317?
Jersey? 317 or 34?
347.
347 is New York.
It is?
I'm matter of fact, I'm about to look at
I
it
don't
right
know
now,
nobody
'cause
in
now I
New
want
York.
to know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
That's strange activity.
yeah.
All right, hello. And it's coming from New York.
Strange activity.
But I guess me being a man, I can just ignore stuff like that. So I guess it comes differently from women. You can't just be like, yo,
I wouldn't even told nobody I got that message. Be honest
Yeah,
with
it's
you.
New York.
it's
It's New York.
Why not? What's the
I don't know.
platform?
I don't know.
I'm being violated.
I'm like, what part?
They from New York. They
No.
scamming.
This is
Probably
scam.
is
You can
scamming.
make fake numbers now. So basically, nobody's safe.
Oh, nigga, they was trying to Cardi B you, bro.
They was trying to set me. They was trying to do
Oh
something.
man,
I don't know.
They was trying to Cardi B you, bro. I'm glad you ain't take the bait. You smarter
Hell
than
no.
that.
Listen, fam, I don't do
A lot
that.
of niggas
Like,
would have jumped up. You in New York right now?
Listen.
Nigga, you in fucking Maryland.
men, you get that text message at 12:30.
Delete.
A lot of men, but a lot of dudes would take that. Oh my god!
Right. Your
They'll take it.
nasties.
They'll
Nah,
take
man,
it.
I'm at a way different phase in life. If you don't hit me
Exactly.
up by 8, bitch, I'm going to bed. Fuck out of here.
That too, but this mysterious number. But I forgot what I was talking about though. But
as far as the phone call thing,
Yeah.
sex offender joint.
Instagram.
so right. So with all of that being said, once again I forgot what I was saying. But giving somebody your number, people don't even have to have your number. I don't know where this person got my number from. But you can create fake numbers. You can do so much.
Text free.
But I think that sending people unwanted pictures, could definitely get you on that list.
Yeah, for sure.
And the reason why I'm talking about the list is because I think we need to give these type of actions names in order for people to feel it. Nobody's feeling it. Social media, and I talked about this on the Social Gibberish, Snapchat was like the first app to allow you to send a message that lasts like 10 seconds and it disappear.
Forever.
And I'll be honest with you, salute to the couples that's making it work in this era. I don't know how couples make it work in this era, because every time we turn around, everything that we're doing is designed for us to do something we shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Snapchat, Instagram now has that unsend message where you can send somebody something and unsend it. Yeah, you can just hit the message you sent and unsend it.
I
wish you could delete text threads out of the other person's inbox. Like if you deleted text threads,
had to delete it on both ends.
Yes, I wish. I'm petty.
Well, that's what the screenshot's for. That's the kicker though. Screenshot the mess all of that up.
Fuck.
Well, we're going to go with just randomly calling somebody. It's not on a sex offender list, but it's stalkerish. And we're going to call them a stalker.
Yeah, it's definitely borderline stalkerish. And it also depends on the level of activity that you're doing. Don't be calling motherfuckers every day.
Right,
You know what I'm
multiple
saying?
times a day.
Yeah, like, nah, you doing, that's way too much. I want to see how niggas got the energy for that anyway. First 1-2 calls, bitch, no, fuck you.
Hey, you be amazed on how
Like, I can't waste that
goofy
energy.
a
Like
lot of guys are. Like, women to show me.
Shit,
Women
you ain't gotta
to
tell
show me. Like, they'll, like, yo, I'm busy right now. Yo, I'm trying to love you, though. Yo, answer the phone. Like, come on. Like, I don't know what a lot of these guys type of time they be on. They might not have it all, but a lot of them don't know how to take no for an answer.
They don't.
So
They really don't.
I
And it's scary sometimes. It's hard because you hear about women who will like reject the guy, whether it's respectfully or maybe a little out of pocket. But niggas really be out here killing females over being rejected.
I saw a conversation about that on
that
Twitter
shit is
recently
real.
too, about who handles rejection the worst, men or women.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get it messed up. There are definitely some crazy girls out here who will be you can't leave me, you ain't never leaving me, and all that whatever drama.
I never got
girls
that.
Do,
I
girls do it
never
too.
got it.
But it's
what do you mean I'm not
obviously-
leaving you, bitch? Don't you see me walking towards the door? I'm out.
But that's why I'd rather have the conversation of just rejection, because a lot of topics that we talk about, there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
We can sit up here and be like, women take it worse, and we can sit up here and say men take it worse. It all depends. I think men are more active. I think like the rejection you talking about is you're already in a relationship, you got a family, and now you want to ruin her fantasy.
Yeah.
A lot of men, they just grab their phone and go into your inbox. Hey, how you doing? And some people get the message. Oh, she read it, but she didn't reply. I'm not going to talk to you no more.
Right.
Some guys don't get that message. I don't really see women doing that. I don't see them doing that.
I don't really see women doing that.
I think that's more like a male thing where it's on red and they come back.
I've seen women post screenshots of their inboxes with niggas cursing themselves out.
Yeah, literally.
Hey, baby, what's up? Oh, so you can't answer?
Well, then
Oh, no,
fuck
it's
you
like,
then.
well, fuck you then, bitch. I ain't want to follow you anyway. Like,
Right, I'm
what?
telling you, it
Like,
gets
what are
real
you
like
doing,
that.
bro?
But let's
That shit
let's not let women off the hook though, because you know what post I hate? Oh, my inbox is so dry. You're opening the floodgates.
Yeah.
And then when somebody say
ignore 'em
something,
all.
you so thirsty.
Yeah. But see,
I don't like that
as
either.
women, y'all are directing that to this one person. So you don't want Jerome to do it. You might want Tyrone, but Jerome saw it. Well,
Just
this is an
inbox-
opportunity.
Inbox
Right.
Tyrone. Shit.
Right. But then sometimes it's hard to, I guess, justify or prove the case with like unwanted messaging and unwanted pictures and stuff, because it's like a lot for some women. Obviously, there are the women who are legit being stalked, whatever, harassed. But sometimes it's a matter of it depends on who it's coming from. Because obviously, if you like the person, sure, send me dick pics, sure, send me whatever. But if it's some guy, it's just like so, or maybe one day I wake up, I don't feel like being bothered with you no more. And now you keep sending me pictures and saying weird shit to me. It's like, all right, I'm not feeling this anymore. He's harassing me. Like,
If you like somebody, you got to have the green light in the conversation, know that this is the type of relationship we have. I like nudes, you like nudes, so we're going to send it to each other without asking. But if you just randomly, just because you like nudes, just dropping them in some girl's DMs just because, yeah, that is an issue.
That's a violation.
but then it's like, okay, so I agree there's a violation, but what if like somebody sent a picture of a man sent a picture of his dick to a girl and it's big and it's looking right and the girl opens and she's like, okay, shit. Versus it's some crusty ass, wrinkled, balled up piece of paper looking ass nigga with a dick the size of my thumb
you're telling
sent
me-
you a picture.
So you're
and
telling
it's
me-
like,
Size
ew.
does
So
matter.
you're telling me
Size does matter.
you got a nice dick.
Don't do that.
It's
though.
a green light.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it would that that action could be interpreted differently depending on who's doing it. I mean, of course, there are plenty of women who will say, I don't care who it's coming from. It's still fucking creepy. Why are you sending me a picture of your dick?
Right.
But you might get, again, there's plenty of females who will be like, oh, this dick kind of big. Oh, it's cute. Hey, go on his page. He looks good. He got something going on. Okay. Oh, versus some balled up piece of paper, pick it up out the trash looking ass nigga with a dick the size of my thumb, and he sent you a picture. You're like,
It's the second time you use that analogy. I feel like that's happened to you a couple of times.
I would never confirm nor deny. But it's like, you see that and you're like, ew, what
You
the
got
fuck?
the
And you
audacity.
block.
You got the audacity to say. At
You got
least
the
make it look
audacity to
good.
send me that, nigga?
Right. Like,
At least send me something official.
no.
So basically,
that shit do happen though.
to tie these first
Twitter's
two
a
topics
wild place.
together, the compliments and just randomly sending out news is really based on who you are. Really, like
Yeah.
that could be
definitely-
that could be a
definitely-
major part.
80% is who you are as a person.
Because if you're feeling somebody, if you got a crush on somebody and he just drop off
Okay.
the nudes and they're official, oh, you're not complaining.
Right.
You're not complaining. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
And that's the bottom line.
I see a lot of women complaining about the "what are you doing" text messages, and that could be. And once again, staying on social media, you just get an inbox. Once again, you send somebody a friend request, but of course, you don't just jump right on to them. They inbox as soon as you become friends. You know what I mean? That's just not what you do. But then randomly, you just hit that "what are you doing" text, right? Should you have something planned for? Should you have something planned for after the "what are you doing" text message in order to hit somebody else?
Yes. Or even if you don't have anything planned, communicate like, okay, I want to take you out, but ask, what are your interests? Or, I notice on your profile, you eat a lot of Caribbean food. Do you want to go get something to eat? Do you know a good restaurant we can go to? Or what are your interests?
Drop
I don't
them
know what
gems.
you like. Like,
Drop them gems.
just talk. Like, if you don't know where to take me because you don't know me, that's the point of us trying to date, so that you can get to know me. So if you're not sure of what my interests are, ask me.
Well, that's the crazy part because a lot of us aren't talking anymore. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've pulled like some good mornings, like yo, good morning, and then
Not
the
GM.
person,
I fucking hate GM.
the person to say, no, I wrote it out, but peep me though. I'd be like, good morning,
Peep gang.
and she'd be like, good morning, and then it's nothing. I really didn't want nothing. I just wanted to say,
You were just
I've
gonna say
done that.
good morning.
I've
Okay.
done that. Like, so I understand that to where people can get
Follow that up
frustrated.
with a "have a nice day" next time.
I mean, depends on the person. That'd be cute. I would appreciate that.
You would appreciate that.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you woke up, you thought about me. I was one of the first people you thought about, and then you're hoping I have a good day.
I've been on a date or two where nothing kind of like happened afterwards, which got me to thinking of, should you have something set up to where if I'm inboxing you, should I plan on taking you out somewhere? I've taken women out and it's just been like, okay, didn't really lead to nothing. So you could say, what's the point?
Well, you don't have to take somebody anywhere.
Well, y'all
on the first
assuming
date.
that niggas that's inboxing motherfuckers is trying to take bitches out on dates anyway. Niggas is trying to fuck.
I was getting there too.
Let's get that clear.
Every inbox isn't, I want to actually do something with you. But
It's less inboxes that's actually going to lead somewhere, but majority of inboxes is
you want to
niggas
hear
trying
something
to.
crazy? You just made me think of it. It's the ones that's not getting inbox that actually that they like. If I don't inbox you, I might want something with you. If I do inbox you, I don't want nothing from you. I might like just
So
speaking
then
in
you're also
general.
gonna communicate to the girl that
I
you
don't
want to
know.
take her out.
Well, but that's the thing. That's
You got to call her on Instagram.
That's sexual harassment, though. If you call me on
That's funny.
Instagram, so
But
how's
that's
it
the
gonna
thing.
work?
That's
the
funny.
person that I do want to make it work with. I'm trying to plot like, yo, when is the like? Me liking every picture you post? Is that not good enough for you? Or me not
Leaving
no,
the heart eyes.
Communicate. Okay, you see, and say that to the girl. I see what you got going on. I think you're amazing. You're doing this. You're doing that. I would like to take you out sometime. Is that okay with you?
Okay, that's why you here dropping these gems.
Right. It's like
That's what you want.
My thing is, it's just being confident. Like, okay, yeah, you were observing me. Like, you didn't just, I don't know, see me on the Explore page and thought my lips was nice, so you clicked on my picture and now you in my inbox.
So that philosophy you preaching right now only applies to men.
What? Oh, so women can shoot their shot too, I guess.
Yeah, but they don't, and that's not a message that's widely
So?
preached. And they do the exact same things
Well, I
without
guess-
creating a conversation. Bitch, what do you want?
But that's the thing, though. Are men do men have a problem with that? I think only the women are complaining.
No, because
about
a woman to do that, that's like breadcrumbs. So the woman to do that in the hopes that the nigga will eventually end up in the inbox.
That's true.
DM.
Well, my thing is, at the end of the
Instead
day,
of
whether
doing
it's a male or female, if they want what they want, they're going to communicate that, whether they're male or female. Because it's just like we want guys to stop dropping little tidbits and shoot your shot and open your mouth and say something. A woman will do that too if she
Sounds good, Kailah, but we've been around the block more than a couple times to know that that's more of a falsehood than an actual reality.
Well, that's why it's all this fuck shit going on, because ain't nobody being real.
This is true.
And that's why we're having this conversation.
Ain't enough real motherfuckers out there, male and female. So, but there
Motherfuckers
are
be playing
enough of them.
games.
There are enough
Yeah.
of real people who do what they're supposed to do. So, like I said, but if somebody wants what they want, they're going to be direct about
Go
their
get it.
intentions.
That is crazy. It's just like the one that do get inboxed, the one somebody probably don't want nothing with, but the one that you want to inbox, you kind of like
Is an
hesitant.
asshole.
You kind of like hesitant because you don't want to blow your shot. Like
Right.
you want to make sure you ready because this is it. Like
You gotta
yo,
hit that thing all night. Your first shot. You ain't warm up or nothing. You just walked into the gym.
But you
ain't
can
stretching nothing.
But you can warm up and stretch by observing the person that you may potentially.
That still don't mean you're gonna make the shot.
But you warmed up first, even after you warm up. Whether you warm up or not,
and that's
you can-
crazy.
That's true. That's
because
very true.
Instagram and Facebook and even Twitter will give you. We talked about this 30 minutes ago. It'll give you the entire life.
Hello.
So you actually have the game you need when you enter the inbox.
So basically, niggas, what you got to do is
Do your research.
But this is bullshit as well because motherfuckers get mad as hell. Why didn't you like my pick from 177 weeks ago?
because it's there.
I just followed you, right? I'm looking at your fucking page. You only
Nah.
got but 12 pictures of this motherfucker anyway.
I'll let somebody know. Yeah, I was looking on your page. Yes.
If you don't want a motherfucker to like your pick from 177 weeks ago, delete
it.
that shit. Delete it.
Delete all that shit.
Why delete all of that shit? I don't even understand why that's a big deal. But people have made that a big deal.
because that's why some of us act the way we act. You get put on that social media blast. Like, oh man, this guy went and like he's a creep. Why you liking pics from 2 years ago?
But if it was coming from a nigga who you really like or
you
really want
like,
there'd be
attention
no
from,
problem.
it's like, ooh, he was seeing.
Oh, he went all the way back to
He was
177 weeks
checking
ago.
me out. That's a good thing. It's like
This shit is
it all
crazy,
goes
though.
back on who. It depends
Yeah,
who it is.
Wow.
The plot thickens.
The plot.
You
does
got the
thicken.
touch. The power.
Yo, goddamn, let me do the beat.
No, fuck that.
All right, so where was we at?
So yeah, what was it? Having a date planned.
Having a date planned.
Yes.
Right.
Or if you don't have anything in mind, be honest and have the conversation and show that you're interested and you want to do something different.
And
ask, what are your interests?
And what you're doing, texts aren't bad until they become repetitive with no conversation following behind
See,
them.
I think we got to think like women in this aspect. Now, I'm not
You
going to
do?
speak. I'm not going to speak for you, but yeah, because I can imagine most women inboxes is always on fire.
WID,
So, right.
GM, cutie,
Right.
heart eyes,
So if you're
100
getting
symbol.
so if you're getting constant WYD, I can see why it could bother them. Now, you on the other end, you might not know that she got her inbox is full with the same
They make it feel like they
message.
special. when
Or
they
it
send
could
that
be the
message.
other thing. You could be the first person who's hit her up in 2 weeks, and all you send is WYD. Like, you could at least say, hey, good morning, what are you up to today?
Why don't you write a book about
It could be either way.
I feel like that's pretty common, honestly. If I'm asking what you're doing, it won't end there. Like if it's ending or whatever, like I'll say something like you said earlier, hey, good morning, have a good day. And that'll be it. But if I'm asking what you're doing, then I'm going to try to have a conversation from that point. And hopefully there's some feedback there that will assist in having that conversation. You can't say what you're doing, nothing, and expect me to continue a conversation
Nothing
at that point.
HBU.
Yeah, right? Like, where's the fucking back and forth here? Nothing. Oh, all right. Well, see you,
That,
bitch. Like, what the
that
fuck?
shows the lack of interest because,
Right.
again, if somebody
And you catch
wants to
that
have
hint.
the conversation, you can
catch
feel
that
it.
hint, right? You'll be like, oh, nothing. Whoop. Delete that thread. Won't be sending you no more. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
So, but it's definitely got to be a back and forth thing. So,
People got to get better at taking social cues.
yes.
I think
yes.
that's a skill that lacks, especially because of the lack of human interaction. People are so fixated on the internet. But even within what you just texting somebody or whatever, sometimes you could just feel like you said, the example of getting back nothing versus nothing. How about you?
Right.
Like it's sometimes just social cues, you
Yep.
know?
Well,
And if you're not sure and if you got the balls, ask ask, like, do you not want to be bothered or what? Because I'll leave you alone.
You in the mood to talk today, or you good? Actually, I'm good. All right, delete you, bitch. I'm good.
Because I'll do that. I'll ignore people, and you see me seeing your shit, and blah, blah, blah. And then one day the guy will be like, am I bothering you? You want me to just fall back? Yes. And then it stops. Now, when they keep going, that's when that becomes
What if you had a bad day?
You going to get a good morning text the next day.
What if you were busy that day?
Right.
You read it. What if you were busy that day?
shit.
You read the message, but you didn't reply.
I would eventually get back to it, or because I've done that too. Sometimes I'll forget, like if I'm in the middle of doing something, I'll see a message, like, all right, I'm gonna get back to
it
that
in a minute.
and then I done tested 20 people, and some shit didn't happen at the main building. And now it's 5-6 o'clock, and I didn't respond.
Yep.
But then that person will hit me up again. Damn, you forgot about me. Oh shit, my bad. I was doing such and such, such and such. Like, what's up? Or I might be like, fuck it, I'm free now. I'm gonna
But
call
you just said social cue. So somebody hit you up on some. Oh, so you don't fuck with me no more. Like, get the message. So we don't know.
But it's like I'm going to say how I feel. So if that person said, "Damn, that's crazy," you're not going to hit me back.
Well,
I'll either leave it on scene or say no. Or if I'm actually fuck with them, no, yo, my bad, I forgot. Blah blah blah. It's communication.
I just think that I just don't want people to miss out on their blessings because
sometimes you got to be patient.
Somebody was busy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be patient too.
Hours.
Yeah,
Give it 24 hours.
if you hit somebody or you hit me up or whatever, and I don't reply right away, you don't reply right away. It's not an automatic fuck you. You're ignoring me. It's all right. Well.
I mean, but with the iPhone, we have read now. So somebody reads it, and it's been a few days, and you go...
A few days is OD. Yeah,
so
a few days is
and if it's important, you might follow up like, "Damn, that's crazy. Forgot about me."
But if it's just a, hey, good morning, and it's left on red, and it's 2 days later, are you going back to say, hey, so you don't fuck with me no more? Or is that the social cue?
Fuck it. Are we just to be clear?
It depends on who it is.
Yeah, because some people might not.
It depends on who it is. Because if I'm in that scenario and it's 2-3 days later I ain't get a good morning back, so I'm deleting the contact. Depending on if it's somebody that's just like a willy-nilly, sometimes I talk to them, but most of the time we don't. But if it's somebody that I talk to on a regular basis and we've had great communication and
that's out of the norm.
Right, that's not normal. It's all right. Maybe she got something going on or whatever, cool. She'll hit me later. I'll talk to her later. Or if that time passes and I don't get that response, I send another one. Damn, it's like that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you definitely need to delete the thread because it just puts you in
receipts.
Right.
Because it puts you in that reminiscent stage like, damn, what's she up to?
Right. You're gonna wanna it might entice you to send a message more because you might feel slighted.
Yeah.
I'll delete the shit. Oh shit, I text this motherfucker at 10 a.m. I just got off work. It's 6 o'clock. No, let me delete this before I curse her ass out.
Oh my goodness.
Delete that shit.
Whoa. Time for the Fresher fiasco.
Time for some action.
And y'all already know how this go. So I'm going to get straight to it. Fresher fiasco. The creators of Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, will change the look of Sonic because of the overwhelming criticism of Sonic the character that they displayed on social media. Fresher fiasco.
What was the complaint though?
Sonic
That
looked
ain't
trash.
nothing like Sonic.
Oh, fresh, because people are invested. Just like, didn't they do something similar with like Pikachu? I know, I think they look weird.
I'm not sure.
It was a Pikachu movie where like the animation is like weird.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. I think, we're consumers. We have the right to be like, that's bullshit. Change it, please.
I think it's fresh because they actually did it. Like the director could have been stubborn and be like, man, fuck y'all. I spent $1 million on the goddamn hedgehog. You're going to watch this shit. You know what I'm saying?
And they fuck around and go and watch it anyway.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I think it's dope when... But that's also the power of social media, too, because before, you can't do no shit like that. Like, motherfuckers, you wouldn't even get those complaints to anybody that mattered on that set to do anything about what you think that character should look like. So the fact that the complaints went up and they actually... You know what I'm saying? Well, the fact that they changed it too means that they was putting out a bullshit product to begin with. Because if they knew that shit was bullshit and they tried to sell it to niggas anyway. They're like, you know what? This is the best we can do with the budget we got. So we're going to push this trailer and see how the people accept it. And then when the people rejected it, they said, you know what? We got to find more money for this budget to fix this shit. So I think that's dope because ultimately you want to make good on your investment for the movie too. And if the people are already telling you that this is bullshit, this don't look nothing like Sonic, well, you revamp that in order to provide a good product so that your return on that can be what you're expecting it to be. So I think that's fresh.
I'm going to go fiasco. We just seen something like this with the Aladdin live movie where they buried Will Smith because he didn't have his makeup on. And then even when he put his makeup on, people still weren't happy. you're not going to make people happy. But like what Fresco said, they must have knew their version of Sonic was trash. Because if you believe in your product, you're not going to change nothing.
Care. Yeah.
Yep.
But with that being said, I just don't want that to be, because now we use Twitter as our movie premiere. That's where we get all our movie premieres from. So if you got a movie coming out and you want to test the waters and see what the people think or just a reaction, and you change the movie, the character, the look of it, or something because of the overall reaction of Twitter, I don't think that sets a good example to me. I think that whatever the Sonic movie was going to do, it was going to do. It's not going to make more money because they changed Sonic's character. I'm still not going to go see it.
I'm still not going to see it.
The people that's complaining probably ain't going to go see it. I don't know what the movie's going to be about.
The only bright spot in the whole movie is that Jim Carrey's playing Dr. Robotnik, and that's still not enough to
now,
me to go
Sonic
see it.
is known, think about it. Was the Mario movie fire? No. Was the Street
first
Fighter?
one?
Was it? I didn't know how many it was.
I don't know how many it was either, but that shit was garbage, the one I'm referring to.
Was the Street Fighter movie fire?
With Jean-Claude Van Damme playing Guile?
No.
Hell no.
Was the Mortal Kombat movies fire?
Hell no.
So I don't know about turning these video games into movies and this, that, and the third. And if I'm correct, Sonic just ran around in circles collecting rings.
Mortal Kombat was dope in its time. But
in 95,
it didn't last. If
you watch it now, you'd be like,
hell no.
What the fuck is this?
Hell no. Click. Why is this shit even on?
I'm going to go Fiasco because I just don't know. I don't want to give people the power. Like, we're putting together this movie. You're going to like it or love it, whatever it is.
And even though, and I guess that's with anything, even though Twitter is like, it's only a portion of what your entire market is. Like, especially if you, with movies and entertainment, you're doing shit like overseas and all that. And it's more people overseas anyway. So
they
it's
was
like,
tweeting them niggas it was garbage too.
But guess what?
they were?
But guess what?
But that's still just only a segment.
You fix this Sonic to what they like, there's going to be a whole group that don't like this Sonic.
Yeah, so I
think we can all collectively agree that fucking original Sonic was like, what the fuck is that?
The Pikachu look weird too.
Pikachu look better than Sonic.
I feel like it's like
Pikachu look more like the Pikachu we've known.
Yeah.
As opposed to whatever the fuck that was they tried to sell us.
This is like a fur ball.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't even like cats. That's what the fuck that shit look like.
Fresh or Fiasco? What's his name from the Nets? You got this one?
Brooklyn. Nigga name ain't Brooklyn. D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell was caught in I believe it was JFK Airport trying to get some marijuana through his iced tea, Arizona iced tea can. Just pose it off as a beverage. Fresh or Fiasco?
Fiasco. How bad do you want that marijuana? I mean, you can get you some marijuana when you land. You can get you some of the best that they have to offer wherever you're going. Excuse me. The fact that you are a millionaire and you couldn't get rid of this one Arizona can of marijuana that you had, leave it wherever it was. Listen, I got this on me. Trash it. I get some more when I land. Get some more when I come back. How bad is your addiction? That sounds like an addiction to me. I got to have this. Whatever this is, I got to take it back with me. I don't know if whatever he bought it from was an exclusive strain. I don't know. That ain't my forte. But I'm going to go Fiasco because you can get caught at the airport with stuff like that. It's just we know these things, man.
I'm definitely going Fiasco.
All these athletes, most of them
when I first started smoking weed, that's how I would use the shit to come in the house to hide the smell. Like that's just rookie shit, nigga. It's like
but
you ain't pulling that shit off on TSA, bro.
And JFK.
You ain't pulling that shit off on TSA,
dumb.
bro. Like, and if anything, why the fuck you got it in your carry-on? Why you ain't put it in your undercarriage, like in your check bag? Like, why the fuck is it going in the bag that you're gonna have
like professionals
on your whole fucking flight? You had a whole fucking flight smelling like loud and shit. You sitting here looking dumb. But it's just dumb. It's just absolutely. And you, like you said, you rich, bro. Like. Smoke that shit before you get to the fucking airport. Have a nice flight and then get some more when you land. Like, what the fuck? Like,
first of all, who are the people around him? Because I would be like, dog. First of all, you can't even go through.
He
TSA.
had to be traveling by himself.
Yeah, you can't even go through TSA with open anything. You can't open.
Right.
Like,
you can't even bring beverages through that shit at all.
That was right.
You cannot bring beverages. Not even water. You can't take bottled water through TSA check.
If anything, it would have to be an empty bottle, but like
clear.
Right. If you weren't.
He used an Arizona fucking can.
Dumbass. I'm like, who are your friends? Like, nobody explained to you how that works with flying.
Why don't you know yourself?
Right. You're rich. You're famous. You fly often.
Why you ain't flying private, bro?
Right. Why can't you just fucking wait till you get there? Why are you fiending for weed that bad? That's weird.
That's my point.
I think it was less than the eighth, too, what was in there.
Like, you fiending for weed. Like, you being weird right now, dog. You should have smoked as soon as you woke up.
Had a good day, and then, you know what I'm saying, just planned on getting more when you landed. Like, simple dimple.
I feel bad for people who be fiending for weed. That shit is weird.
Fresher fiasco.
Right now, shit.
You sent me this. This is about the inmate, the call list.
Oh, yeah.
So let me read this. For far too long, people in custody face barriers to basic aspects of everyday life that can help create more humane jails. Inmates in custody were previously charged 50 cents for the first minute of a phone call and 5 cents per additional minutes. Now the Department of Correction will cover the cost of more than 25,000 calls that are made from New York City jails in the city. People in the general population will be able to make calls every 3 hours anywhere in the United States for a total of 21 minutes. Fresher fiasco.
That's definitely fresh because I've had experience with that, with like getting calls from people like when they locked up and it's highway robbery, anything with like commissary and all that in general, but the way that they like upcharge for every little thing in the prison system is crazy. And of course it's a part of the whole generating money and business. But it is crazy. It is crazy how expensive shit is.
I think it's fresh, man. Y'all already got niggas working in the kitchen and do whatever jobs for like 13 cents a day. So you mean to tell me I got to take half my pay for the week and use that on a phone call?
Like a 5-minute phone call?
5-minute phone call. You know what I'm saying? Like how, as far down as those individuals already are, they can't even make a free phone call to check on loved ones. You know what I'm saying? I think it's fresh. It just alleviates one of the pressures that comes with having a jail sentence, you know what I'm saying, for you to be able to at least make a free phone call. And for 21 minutes, that's pretty fucking good. I remember having conversations with niggas for like 4 minutes, and on the 4-minute mark, you have 30 seconds.
Right, you can't even have your last minute.
You can't even really, he's like, damn, and as soon as you, hey, yo, man, I miss you, bro. These are the click. What the fuck? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely fresh.
I'm going to definitely go fresh. This is a beautiful thing. It's a small victory, something light, something they could have did, but we're not going to talk about that because they're doing it now.
Yeah, that could save somebody's life. That could be the difference between somebody remaining sane and like losing their shit.
Or committing another fucking crime in prison.
Right,
because people have families outside. People go in with little kids, little babies. Just girl, your wife, your husband, whoever you are. You know what I mean? We do have investments outside of the prison.
Y'all watch The Chi?
No.
I watched season 1. I haven't watched season 2 yet.
I watch it, man. That was one of the scenarios kind of similar to this. Ronnie.
I know Ronnie.
Ronnie, he talk like this.
Yeah.
And he looked like your beard. He was locked up, and he heard that his grandmother had been savagely beaten in her own home, and he started wilding on the CO like, I need to call my grandmother. CO was like, man, you need to calm the fuck down. Record's 2 hours away. He was like, no, that's too long. I need to see you out of surgery. Of course, he had to pay for the call and shit, but if that was free, that would have made it even easier.
Right.
And does every single person have a job in jail, or is it just certain people?
I don't think everybody has a job.
So what would they get money to make a phone call in the first place? Commissary? What if they don't have none?
That's a great question.
How about that? Because, I mean, you got some people who work, and that's how they have their money, I guess, for commissary.
Right.
Then obviously you got people sending them money.
Right.
But like I said, if you don't have either,
how would you afford to make a 50-cent phone call?
But that's just a question that I think that you might have for yourself. Like, do you want to slave for 50 cents? Or do you expect your family to always be there for you when you need something? So that's just a flip of the coin. Or like I say, we know a lot of people who go in, chefs, they cook. So, you know what I mean? It's not about the money. It's just
about having something to do.
Having
to keep
something
me
to
sane.
do.
Shout out to my cousin Big Meech, man. Speaking of jail, he just came home. Shout out to the big dog.
Mm-hmm. All right, so, man, we got to fuck you doing, right?
Yep. Same nigga I was going to give it to before. I don't care. Fuck that. Yeah, boy.
Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing?
Fuck is you proving? What do you want to know what he proving?
Bitch ass nigga, fuck.
This one hurts a little bit. Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing? This one hurts a little bit. What episode we on, bro?
135.
Podcast Brothers, episode 135. Fuck is you doing? Dedicated to Irvin Magic Johnson. Irvin Magic Johnson became the president of basketball operations for the Los Angeles Lakers in February of 2018. And he abruptly ended his tenure in that position with that organization last month, I believe. Last month, so he did a good year. Now, within that time, he attempted to shake up the organization, shake up the roster. You know what I'm saying? He was able to acquire NBA All-Star superstar LeBron James to the roster and subsequently followed with some, particularly mediocre signings of other players to try to form a decent roster. All right, cool. That's no problem. But Magic Johnson took on the job and he quit. He just flat out quit. Now, I understand. I done walked off the floor a couple of times since the job. Fuck you niggas. I'm out of here. You never got to see my face again. Don't worry about it. I ain't coming back. I get it. I do. Sometimes the job gets to you so much that you just walk away. Now, as you brought to my attention that the reason for his resignation is because he got CC'd on some emails that was dragging his name through the mud a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You Magic Johnson, bro. You got HIV.
What the?
You ain't heard nothing worse than that. People been talking about you for years. For years.
That's fucked up.
And they ain't never bothered you. You still walked around smiling, being Magic. And now some emails is going to keep you from doing a job that you signed up for. You ain't even talked to no fucking body. He was at the fucking game. Said, you know what? I quit. Talking to reporters and shit, giving everybody the details. Ain't talked to nobody in the organization. No players. No upper management. No nothing. He just said, fuck y'all, I'm out. Now, as a Lakers fan, I got a big problem with this. Because although Magic is able to keep his integrity as a man and say, I don't appreciate that disrespect, I'm leaving. But at the same time, it's just a couple of emails in regards to your job. You work. Did you look at the season? Did you look at the season the Lakers is having? I think some dirty emails is going around about everybody in the organization at that point. And if you're going to sit here and tell me you ain't email or say nothing mean about Rob Pelinka to Jeannie Buss, you're a goddamn liar. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe it. So now Magic's name is in some dirty news, and it's, you know what? My heart is broken. Mm-hmm. So I want to go back to having fun being Magic. Mm-hmm. They play some rules on me. They fining me. You breaking the rules. I understand you Magic Johnson and everything. You thought you was going to smile and sway your way through the league and just sign whoever you wanted. But what about the other executives in the league that's in the same position that you're in that get penalized for the same shit that you're trying to attempt? It's an unbalanced scale, brother. It don't work like that. You signed up for a job. You could at least call LeBron and told him. I was watching the clip from him on The Shop. He was like, yo, I ain't even know. Him and Lonzo Ball was on the episode of The Shop, the new one. And Lonzo Ball was like, shit, LeBron told me. Mm-hmm. LeBron was like, shit, I was doing my stretches, and my right-hand man, Randy, I think he came over and told me. And then he went and checked his phone, and there it is. And he was like, for not even, I came here because of Magic. Had Magic not been here, I probably wouldn't have came to the Lakers, to be honest with you. But I was hoping for at least, hey, LeBron, I'm out. Kiss my ass. All right, well, cool. I can take that. But just for nothing? Just for nothing. Now, I also understand that Magic Johnson is a fucking money machine. I mean, he owns a portion of the Dodgers. So all that LA drama with the Lakers that he was taking on, they probably was like, you know, I don't need this shit in my life at this point. I did all this shit in the 80s already. I'm not willing to do this again. But at the same time, with him walking into that position with the current standing that the Lakers was already in, what the fuck did you expect? It's not like we automatically got better when you got there. I mean, we did with the signing of LeBron or whatever, but in the grand scheme of things, we then had the same record as last year. So, bruh, I think you fooled yourself with thinking that you could just walk into the organization and do whatever it is that you wanted just because you were Magic and you had a bright fucking smile and you own like hella movie theaters and shit. Like, I just think you kind of fooled yourself. And not only that, but you kind of screwed up the Lakers franchise for the time being, because not only do we got to find a head coach, we also got to find the president of basketball operations and replete the roster. You think we can do all that before free agency starts and land a marquee free agent to come and assist LeBron? Nope. You fucking crippled us, bro. Fuck you, Magic. Fuck is you doing? God damn it. Shit. You
crippled this magic.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me. This ain't even about basketball.
I take that shit personally.
This ain't even about basketball. I'm sorry. Starbucks niggas coming looking at me all crazy, cursing Magic out.
All right.
God damn it, Magic. You're still one of the greatest ballers, though, but come on, man.
Before we head out of here, once again, man, head over to thebrothers.pod.com. Subscribe to the website. So for your chance to win future prizes. But right now, what we got given away, what we are giving away is a pair of fresh sneakers for episode 150. This is episode 135. So you still have a few more weeks to get her done.
Get it done. Get it done. Go on and subscribe to your boys, man. We appreciate it, for real.
Mm-hmm. Kayla, any final words?
Oh, yeah. Subscribe to my website, too. KailahIsCreative.com.
Yay. Where you at on social media? Shouting.
Twitter, vitamin_KAI. My name is Kailah, not Kailah.
Get it right.
Instagram _Killa_KAI.
Killer. Got any advice for the people before we go? Anything you just want to, just any advice to help people get through the week or through their life?
Advice for the people. If you have an idea, business idea, just anything, man, go for it. The longer you sit on it, the more issues you think about what happened with that issue, with that problem, with that thought. So if you just come up with an idea, man, go for it. Don't even think. Just go for it. Just do it. Start it. Start it now.
And I just like to let the people know that weed is not a gateway drug. It's not 100% falsehood. It's not a gateway drug. And if you guys have one or a half of one before you go to work tomorrow morning, it might help you get through your day a little easier. I know it does for me.
But don't do that before you go to work. Do it before. Do an experiment first.
No, do it before you get in the shower before you go to work.
What the hell?
No, not that.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying like before you smoke, before you get to work. Like, don't do that. Don't let that be your first time you try to do it. Like,
no.
Experiment to see how you react.
Right, yeah.
Well, I'm glad I took them edibles after work because I would have been crazy.
Oh, my God. That would have been
you did that
so
before
fucking
work, that would have
epic.
been an issue.
That would have been epic, bro.
Right.
It would have been embarrassing for you and highly bad, but afterwards, we'd have laughed so hard.
I would have been at my desk like,
I swear to God, they should take that shit and put that shit in Pineapple Express too. Like, that's just that one clip. Yo, bro, I've been selling Pineapple Express, the new kind. It's all over the place. Look at these people on the internet. Here you go. That should be so funny.
Yeah.
This was episode 135.
The only advice I have is just to drink water, eat your fresh fruits and vegetables, and stay away from fuck people and mind your business.
I appreciate you saying fuck people and not just fuck boys.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
This was episode 135.
Five.
Peace out.
And a single to my
Deuces.
y'all.
It ain't